You ain't never been a jealous type. Popped up and you find out. Mess with me and it might change your life. It gets real and it's so feeling tight. Cause I'm coming with the real. You know I like to chill. Baby, keep it real. You know how you feel. Ain't no changing up, ain't no switching up. Baby, you know how you feel. What's up, family? When I tell you my life is a movie, it's a motherfucking movie. Like, if I could tell you some of the crazy stuff that's happened in my life, some of the good stuff, some bad stuff, you probably wouldn't even believe me. It's so funny. I would say, babe, it's my word of advice. Sometimes a lot of people may try you in the worst motherfucking way. And just always stay alert. Listen to your gut feelings. Because a lot of times that stuff be right. And it can save you a lot of heartache, pain, trouble, and foolishness. So that's what I want to say. This will be so funny and for real out here. It's crazy. At this point, it's like, forget being nice to people, bro. It's like, what's the point? I'm going to be nice to people who nice to me. That's it. If I don't feel that you chilling with me, I ain't chilling with you. It's crazy. Anyway, I say that because I feel like I was tried in the worst way a couple times. And it's funny at the same time as it's crazy. So it is what it is. But I want to get into this topic moving forward. Excuse my voice. That has something to do with what I'm talking about. Anyway, it's all good because life goes on. I'm still blessed here at the end of the motherfucking day. I can't even begin to tell you what I'm talking about. But anyway, so my topic for the conversation today is, where does Blueface and Chrisean splitting leave the relationship right now? Okay? If you don't know, I think they're done or almost done because Blueface allegedly took a DNA test and he said that the baby he found out was not his. And so now Chrisean finally has removed the Blueface tattoo that was on her neck. Like a lot of people, and she hasn't been wearing his chain. Now, a lot of people knew that they had that little toxic love kind of situation, or they couldn't, go back, stop going to each other. But this is a little different. It's like, I don't know if it was some truth to it. And maybe it's like, well, he think I'm a liar, or he found out the truth. I can't even do a tattoo of him on me no more. Or the fact that, he know that he not tied to no woman by no child. And so he moving different, acting different, and he don't have to come over there and make stops anymore unless he just want to. It definitely does change the dynamic of Blueface and Chrisean's relationship, right? If that's the case, because that is allegedly, and truthfully, I don't personally know if it's true or not. But part of me is feeling like it is because of the way Chrisean is acting and the way Blueface posted it on his social media. I don't really feel like he would have posted something on social media about a child not being his if it wasn't true. And even though it's really crazy, even though it's really weird, I'm really glad that he knows the truth, because there's so many men out there who get put into this scenario of, you're my baby's father, and they're not the baby's father. And I commend him on taking the steps and precautions to check and see and motherfucking go and find out. Go around and find out that the child, more than one, because he even said that one of Jaiyden's child, the youngest, was not his, and he thought that she was with one person. And both of these are alleged because by him, that's what he stated on his social media. But it's still alleged because I'm not a doctor. right? I didn't initiate the DNA test, nor would I. But at the end of the day, life is a beautiful thing, and sometimes you are handed lemonade. Sometimes people will try you in the worst way. Because to me, I'm not a man, but I feel like somebody would probably put a child on me if I was a man, if that makes sense. Because I'm a good catch, period. Forget what you thought, I'm a good catch. And I'm going to take care of mine, And I feel like it's so many deadbeat men out there to where, and sometimes pregnancies can just happen with random people that you didn't consider having a child with. I feel like people do what they got to do to cover themselves, to protect themselves and their children, but at the same time, they can put other people in jeopardy despite that. What I'm trying to talk about is, what does it stand for Chrisean and Blueface at this time? And what I say that, what I mean is, that's how they got their fame. That's kind of how they got their fame. The toxicity, the arguing back and forth, the saying that the child's not mine, to saying that that's my baby daddy. F Blueface, I need a new bae. The fighting, to the Jaiyden and Chrisean, to the Karlissa. It's like it all went up in smoke, like in the matter of a day. I don't know what to say. Like, just imagine you playing house with two females. Two. I'm sorry. And you find out that two of the kids, or a child by both of them, may not be yours, bro. I actually asked somebody, I had a conversation with a man one time who is a father. And I was talking about how I felt like that I possibly knew that somebody was in that situation. And I tried to tell them, but they didn't, believe it, or I don't know if they're going to act on it or whatever. Even though I'm not a doctor, so I wouldn't even really know if that was the case or not, because, just because you feel the way doesn't necessarily mean it's that way, but it can be. And he said that because he has a child, and he's very, very passionate about his child. I'm without child, but he like, I'm sorry. He's having the baby mama drama, and he even gets really emotional when he's not around his child. And so I was having a conversation with him, and I was just like, a while back, like, what would you do if a woman told you that the child you thought was yours for years wasn't yours? And he was saying he'd probably be, behind bars or something. And I was like, dang, So I feel like Blueface is handling it pretty well. He even did a commercial looking for another female. So I feel like he's handling it very, very well. Surprisingly. And I'm not even trying to be funny in the worst mother freaking way. Besides the fact that Blueface got money, I don't even know why these women, if they are not the child, if he's not the child's father, wanted to make him the child's father or the baby daddy. Now, the only reason I can say that they wanted to was because he seemed to take care of home, like a provider. And he also apparently had the good. And also the fact that, let's see. He has money, because allegedly he owed $18 million or something. So I try to get it for all his coins. But the fact of the matter is, like, I just wouldn't be like, oh, I want Blueface to be my baby daddy. So I'm trying to be as serious as I can, because literally allegedly in the street, sometimes we see that he's not the best treatment to these women. Not saying that they treat him the best either, because we don't necessarily know what's going on behind closed doors. But that's the last thing I would do. Like, if I'm trying to get rid of somebody, if I'm done with somebody, if I don't like somebody, the last thing that I will ever do is say a child that's not theirs or possibly could not be theirs is their child, their baby father. So it's given Blueface is not such a bad guy. Like, I feel like maybe it's an act. Maybe it's for social media. Because I know one thing, how is he getting pinned with 2 babies, allegedly, that may or may not be his? And this has been going on for years, you know? It didn't just happen overnight. It's like you, the father. So, I want you. And he even said he don't really deal with kids like that. Like, don't leave your baby around me. You player for real. You gangster for real. You know? He just started really hanging around his kids like that. I mean, he been hanging around them, but like, he said he don't babysit. Like, he said don't leave the kids around him. So I'm with stuff like that, you know, and the fact that allegedly he put hands on females. I don't know why they would say that's my baby father. You know, he's not a bad looking guy or whatever, you know, and he's, you know. Yo, I'm sorry. I just saw this video that Soulja Boy did because I think Blueface said he would do a versus with Soulja Boy. And I don't know if Funny Marco asked that question. I got to go find out. Or I believe so. Or he just came out of nowhere to say that. But Soulja Boy roasted the heck out of that situation in Blueface. And it had me laughing. And I may react to it. Soulja Boy is crazy. But I would just say this. I'm happy for Blueface. If he is not the father, that he will be able to live his life a little bit more carefree. Because, yeah, he got 2 alleged kids that he don't have to worry about. Unless he chooses to. If they're not his. But also, this whole dynamic with Chrisean, Jaiyden was his drama, his story. For a very long time. It got him a lot of fame. And for it to be ended, what does it say for Blueface and Chrisean? Because like Chrisean, I like Chrisean, but I really don't want to watch her because she got this new guy. Like, I just don't vibe with them. You know what I'm saying? Since she's not with Blueface, I really don't. I mean, I'm a watcher, but it's just not, it's not hitting the same, if that makes sense. Same thing with Blueface. You know, since he's not with Chrisean or Jaiyden, what am I watching him for? Unless he's coming out with some music or some TV shows, some talent, which I think he is, it's like, I won't have no reason to watch him unless he's coming hard. And I don't really watch the stuff that he was putting out, the baddies and all that. Like, I don't have no time to watch female fighting over no dude that ain't a perfect gentleman, if that makes sense. So I won't be watching the shows, but I know people will, and they probably will do well because that's how people knew about him and Chrisean anyway. That's not really what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is I don't have any reason to watch them as much as I used to. And I don't know the dynamic of how other people will want to watch them. And due to the fact that this fiasco or this situation has come out of nowhere about he's not really a baby father, he's not really a baby daddy to some people, it's kind of like, wow, he's just like a regular guy now. And I don't know. So I'm just curious to know what this means for Chrisean, what this means for Blueface, Jaiyden, Karlissa, the fans, because Karlissa's whole story was talking about Blueface, Jaiyden, Chrisean, Baby Junior. Like, that was her storyline. So now, what is going to be the storyline? Are they done? Are they going to have a different story? Are they going to try again? Are they going to still see each other just because, you know, they had that good time? They're good. But at the same time, it's like, you lied on me. You put something on me that It shouldn't have been put on me. So how can you even trust a person like that again? You know what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is I just know the dynamic of Chrisean and Blueface has changed, even though, of course, I'm here talking about them. But it's also like, in the future, when would I really be able to talk about them, if that makes sense? But I'm sure that they will surprise us because they're very interesting people, and I am curious to see in what way they will, get back on the scene. But it just seems as if right now they're going to be like ducked off in their own little world, living their own little lives, and it's just different. I don't know. And even with Jaiyden has a child with Blueface because his oldest son, he got emotional at a football game, basketball game, which I feel like there's nothing wrong with that. Being through what he been through, I feel like he has a right to do that, He literally was spending his time with kids that may not have been his and taking away time from his son. And his son really kind of like needing him, was really lashing out, was really doing this and that because he would have to leave home or, different things. But it's also like, can he trust his son's mother? Because the other child allegedly is not his, So it's just like, what does it say for his son? Like, he probably want to be there, but it's like, man, I can't really be there because, like, your mom lied to me. You know what I'm saying? Even though I still feel like, yeah, the women may lie. They may lie, but it's like they had to like him somewhat because I ain't going to put no child on no motherfucking body. Because to be honest, I just put the child on myself, baby. Single mom and dad, right? I will never put my child on somebody I did not like. So I will give him that. Like, they obviously liked him. They obviously like you in some form of fashion to put a child that's not yours on you if that's the case. Because ain't no motherfucking way in heck I'm just waking up and saying, like, I want Blueface to be my baby father. But if it happened, then it happened. You know what I'm saying? But I'm confused. I'm shook it. I'm a little overwhelmed about that whole situation. It did catch me off guard. And I feel like he held them kids down. Like, he was coming to check on Chrisean despite the dynamic with Jaiyden and his, older son going back and forth. It's just a lot. It was a lot going on. So I feel like he deserved to shed a few tears, even though also, like, people don't see that side of Blueface. And maybe that's the side Jaiyden and Chrisean saw, that he really is a good person because he got emotional about a child. Like I said, I remember that friend, he gets emotional about his children when he can't see them. So they just show he really is a good father. He's a father, He has a heart. Because ain't no motherfucking way my kids gonna have me crying if I ain't like love them over, Like, I don't have no kids, I'm just saying. So it was good to see that. And I wish Chrisean, Blueface the best. Like, I'm gonna check up on them for sure. But all I'm saying is just hitting differently, if that makes sense. But I wish them both the best and much success for sure, for Gazy status, for real. Like, not no for Gazy status, like, just real life. Like, I hope they do good. I will check in. But the dynamic has definitely shifted. The dynamic has definitely changed. It's definitely going to probably die down and then it probably pick back up. Who knows? What are your thoughts? Let me know down below. But like, at the end of the day, when people try you, going back to what I said at the beginning of the story, let them. Because then you get to see people's true colors, their true intentions. So be thankful that they tried you in the worst way. Because now you will never, ever in your motherfucking life let them try you again. And every time they're around you, yeah, you still be cordial. You may not even have to say nothing to them. Just move different. Know how they roll. Know what kind of person they are. You know them to the core now and act accordingly. Stay alert, period. Got your body on me, now up to me like me. I can't help the way you're making me feel. Got me so pressed and it's a big deal. I'm never pressed by nobody else. And it's just you that I've never felt. Baby, can you be mine or can I be yours? And if not, baby, you can there's the door. Can you feel what I'm saying? Can you feel it?